I'd like to go to the phones. We have Lee on the line in Saskatoon. And Lee, you have a question, and we can kind of decide who answers it after you ask the question. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, first I was just wondering how come you guys don't have Dr. Blondeau on there. Anyway, but it's about, I heard the radio station in Alberta many times over the last few years normalizing children having heart attacks. How it's perfectly normal for kids to be playing sports and they have heart attacks. And they normalize it. You hear it on the hour, every hour. And I was like, are you guys not hearing this? And then how come you guys aren't talking about the gain of function and everything that happened during that time and before that time? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I actually do my own research, and I've been in the hospital for like 3 surgeries. Every nurse and doctor that I've ever talked to, they have told me exactly. But then they say, don't say anything because we're not allowed to say anything.
Where are you getting your information? Lee, when you say you do your own research, but where are you doing the research?
From my ears. I go to the hospital. Like when I went to the hospital, I've talked to many nurses, many doctors, and I bring it all up. Like, where are all of these cases? I'd same with the funeral home. When I set up all of my funeral arrangements in 2022, he had told me that he has never been this busy since 2020 or 2021. And I'm right. You don't put 2 and 2 together. And he just went quiet. And it's just, I believe my eyes and my ears.
Okay.
And I also listen to Alex Jones. I know you guys think he's a conspiracy theorist, but even a clock is right twice. So,
okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, all people have to do is open up their eyes and their ears, do their own research, look up Peter Daszak. Like, I know they know what Peter Daszak's about, and that's why what is going on right now with the USAID, all of this, it's all pointing back to Peter Daszak. Everything is coming around.
Okay.
But unfortunately, there's so many people that are going to be killed in this.
Lee, thank you so much for your call. I think I'm going to direct this one to Angela, because I feel like, Ed, this is more your area of expertise.
In terms of doing your own research, I've done my own research as well, and I've published 2 papers in Cell and 1 paper in Science that have gone through extensive peer review about the origins of the pandemic. On a personal note, I also personally know Peter Daszak, and there is no truth to what Lee has been told, or what his research has yielded. There is no scientific evidence whatsoever that supports the idea that the pandemic began as the result of so-called gain-of-function research occurring at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Peter Daszak is essentially a figurehead for the EcoHealth Alliance and was able to get funding for them, but a lot of their actual virology work was planned and executed both by researchers in the United States and in China. Some of this work was funded by USAID. That's a reference to the PREDICT program, which was a very large program to do virus discovery, to try to identify pathogens that would emerge. It did not fund work to follow up on any of those pathogens or to juice them up in a lab. So Lee, I would encourage you to expand your sources for the research that you're doing. Because much of that is incorrect, and I can actually show you papers explaining why.